saying? How you brothers underrated?
Hello from downtown Vancouver. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Charlie ND. This video is one that I've been very excited to make, because in this video, I will be sharing the experience of sitting in an executive suite at an NHL game. This was my 4th time going to an NHL game and my first time sitting in a suite, so it was very exciting. Now you may be wondering, Charlie, how did you, a 19-year-old nobody, get to sit in an executive suite? Well, the short answer is, it helps to know people. But the long answer is, this was the Vancouver Canucks annual Black History Month game. So the Canucks organization invited several prominent black groups from across the province of British Columbia. And since one of my relatives is the president of one of said groups, I got to tag along for free. So we arrived at the arena about an hour and a half before the general public was let in. As someone who loves arenas and stadiums, it was so cool to see the concourses empty, minus the staff of course. And sorry for the somewhat shaky footage. So as you can tell by this sign, they had a portion of the concourse dedicated to all the groups that were invited.
No, I have to soon. I know. I haven't been in a couple years. My next trip. Yes, right over here. So this is gonna be good.
Meanwhile, I got changed into some more proper attire. I've always wanted to use that transition.
So yeah, this is our Canucks Black History Block Party. Last year, some of you guys were involved in like our different activations on the concourse. We couldn't sample food, couldn't sell anything. Really quiet, but obviously we're back in full force. So we're super excited to be here. It'll be a packed house tonight. We're gonna do a round table of who's here. So obviously DJ Floetic will be over there playing tunes tonight. He will be arriving later, but we're hoping that he can fill the space. You can hear. It'll be hard to hear, but that's a whole fun part of the party. Beside him, we'll have the tape, and for every goal team purchase, $1 goes to the Hockey Diversity Alliance, which advocates for anti-racism and more diversity in the game. Canucks are also matching those dollars, so feel free to check it out. Obviously, you guys are your own vendors too, but you can feel free to float around and etc. We also have BC Black History Awareness Society from the island. Thank you so much for being here. They obviously focus on bringing awareness, research, attention to Black history, experiences, and pioneers of BC. So thank you for being here. Black Business Association of BC, obviously we're saying caveat, they're working so hard to help us put this market together. Obviously highlighting Black-owned businesses in our province, which is amazing. Current design is an amazing brand that we're super excited to get people engaged with tonight. Obviously Black-owned, and with so many pieces. And then lastly, Tommy Stewart, Jamaican food, super excited. Technically our staff cannot sample, just so you know, because they've overtaken the samples, so don't offer them. It'll be for fans, but during the third period, if there's still samples, then we can give them. So let's just, the fans, like it ran out too early last time for some of the nights that we had, so, you know, just make sure that the fans that are taking the samples first, and our staff should be aware of that, so.
Here's a showcase at some of the organizations that were present.
I'm just here with you. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Hay una función que dice que es agua.
The Hockey Diversity Alliance was probably the most prominent organization here, and for good reason. I had some time to kill before the game started, so I decided to wander around the concourses a bit. There was a jerk chicken stand set up. I didn't have any, but man did it smell good. Like all NHL arenas, there's lots of hockey memorabilia on display here at Rogers Arena. Before long, the general public was let in, and they got to see the tables that were set up. And this is the part of the video where I have to start leaving clips muted because I am scared of getting demonetized because of copyrighted music. Here's some footage of the lower bowl before warm-up started.
The organized officials for tonight's game, referees number 7, Gary Rank, and number 47, Carter Sandline. The linesman, number 58, Ryan Gibbons, and number 79, Kyle Murchison.
My sister's here. She was doing Pepsi at Clarkson Memorial.
And now, the moment you clicked on this video for. This is the footage of me getting escorted up to the executive suites. By the way, shout out to the events manager. She was phenomenal. So, we took the elevator up to the second level. It was at this point that the thought that I was actually gonna sit in an executive suite started to set in. It felt surreal, not gonna lie. Now for some sped up footage of a very long corridor. And finally, we made it. This place was sick. It included 2 adjoined rooms along with 3 rows of seating. This is how to watch a hockey game. The view from the suite was fantastic. I arrived there just in time for warm-ups. The Detroit Red Wings were in town and there were a decent amount of their fans in the crowd, which is to be expected since they're an Original Six team and everything. The Canucks were wearing special Black History Month warm-up jerseys. Before the first period, there was a performance by local Vancouver rapper Tion Gibbs. I'd never heard of him before this, but before I sat down to edit this video, I listened to some of his songs on Spotify, and I gotta say, he makes some good stuff. Y'all should check him out. I got some food during the first period. Good eats for sure. Larkin scored twice in the first to give the Red Wings a 2-0 lead. Dries would score early in the second to get the Canucks on the board, but Fabry responded just a few minutes later. Here's a detailed tour of the suite. There are plenty of refreshments available, as well as high-top seating, TVs, and pictures. I'm a sucker for lounge atmospheres, so I loved this space. On this half of the suite, they serve beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, with a pretty decent selection. And over here they had pizza. Nice. I helped myself to a neutral. There were also performances during the first and second intermissions. Lindstrom would score 40 seconds into the third period to make it 4-1 Red Wings. And less than 5 minutes later, it was 5-1. And then 6-1. At this point, people started heading for the exits, and the third wasn't even halfway over. This is symbolic of how this season's been going for the Canucks. Hey look, there's Finn. The Red Wings would go on to win by a score of 6-1, and that was the Executive Suite experience at Rogers Arena. Overall, I absolutely loved it. It was definitely something new to me, and I feel so lucky to have gotten to watch the game from a new place. The suite felt very comfortable and provided a great social atmosphere. Big thanks to the Canucks organization for having us. The Black History Month event was a huge success, and it's great to see the Canucks reaching out to the local community for their participation. I had a lot of fun, and I hope to be back next year. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.